So the week's been honestly fantastic, much better than week one. We've improved the car massively and into the details that we really needed to tackle. We really try and improve the balance of the car, getting a bit more front end into the late parts of the corners, a bit easier to brake as well. We needed that, and I think we can all be proud of the work that we've done because it's been a very, very tough test. In human demands and energy level, but very much worth it. And as I said in the radio, now I'm really looking forward to go racing in Australia, see what this car is capable of giving us, and hopefully, get some good result there.
We've continued to work on the things that we identified from the second test. It's really useful to go to the same circuit, and we bought a slight upgrade on the car as well. So we knew what we wanted out of the car. We just couldn't quite figure out how to get it last week, and now having had a few days to analyze everything and then run the car again and put those learnings into practice, it's been super useful and another very productive test.
I think the biggest step forward has come really from the teamwork, trying to stick together into what we were saying, but there's a lot of information going on, and it's important to really go into the main points, and the main points are obviously what we need to do as priority for performance, and we've managed to do that. Differentiate what was priority, what was lower down the list, and we were very much on the same side with Ollie in saying what we needed from the car, which has been very positive. So I'm happy with that.
I think with such a big regulation change comes a huge amount of opportunity, and I'm ready to try and grasp that to the best of my ability, and also to be affiliated with the project from the very beginning. I've really had my hand in the development process of this car. I feel like it's got a part of me in it, and Esteban as well. Luckily, we have a very similar driving style, so whatever we ask for is always in the same direction, and that's also very positive and super important as well.
We had night and day work all the time. The night shift crew became the day shift crew on week 2, and the opposite. On my side, we ended up with my crew of mechanic on this last week of test, but it's been very tough. On the human side, very little sleep, very early morning start and very late finish. So very tough, but all worth it because we made good progress.
I've gained experience with the car. I've got more of an understanding of how it wants to be driven, and we've also been able to play a bit more with the setup and get it closer to what we want out of the car as drivers. So that's been really positive, and really that's been the first time that we've been able to kind of tailor the car in our own direction as well.
Yeah, the running this week was very much more detailed. As I said, a lot less on reliability side of things and a lot more on trying to get the little details right. Still the basics, that we will face in Australia, but for us it was quite important to get that correctly, and I think we did so.
We've learned so much, and now it will be about trying to condense that learning that we did across 6 days of running into 1 hour of running next time we're out in Melbourne.
So we are not personally resetting. We are going to travel to Thailand, and we are going to be doing some sponsor event for Singa in Bangkok. And after that, we go straight back to Italy for the simulator. And after that, maybe we have 1 or 2 days to rest before we go back to Australia.
Last year, I arrived in Australia a bit too late, and I found that had detrimental effects later on in the weekend. Jet lag and everything like that. So I'm actually arriving a lot earlier this year. So looking forward to enjoying a few days in Melbourne before we get started. And then finally we're on track again. I can't wait.